Not sure if anybody's watching yet. I haven't got confirmation on my Chromebook. Okay, according to this, we are on live now. But it's way earlier than I normally go. So I'll just tweet this out that we are on now. Not that anyone's going to come by. Well, it's 8:43. It's normal, earlier than normal, but okay, we sent that out. We want to we'll go Messenger this time. We'll go Tyler McKnight, Denise Siggs, Amanda, we'll let Justin Brooks know. We're not gonna let the hotel know, like. It says there's 2 people. Maybe we'll let Shannon know. We're gonna start. Only one person watching. I don't know who it is. I guess it's not. Oh, Oliver's golfing live. Okay, there's only one person watching. I don't know who that is, so we're gonna start. Check here. Channel live. Share. We'll post it on Facebook.
Hello there, golf fan. My name is John, and I'm pleased to join you today for a round of PGA Tour 2K23. And you brought me along to Memphis today. That's all right by me. Pretty excited to tee this one up here at TPC Southwind. Let's go.
Right, here we go. So there are 2 people watching, and me broadcasting does not count
Looks
as
like
one
this
of those
one's
people. I'm pretty
safe.
sure, because I know before I've done it when sometimes when there's no one here. So we'll turn this light off above the
All right. This is
above
about
the keyboard.
120 yards or so from the pin.
Now where I live, it's 9, not quite 9. It's about 10 to 9 where I live.
Safe approach.
And
Nice.
we'll go for a bit tonight, but we won't go out of control. Like, we're not going to midnight, I don't think, anyway.
And this putt is very, very long. Just do what you can. See if we can get this close, maybe.
Yeah, this will be fun.
No, that's going right by the hole, isn't it?
Now it says there's 6 people watching.
Lining up for a 9-foot putt here.
It's neat how it jumps up like that. Like, we're only on hole 1 now. We're down to.
This putt's good so far. Okay, even par after the first.
I gotta get my lucky hat. That's why there's nobody watching. I gotta get my lucky hat. I'll be right back.
Here comes a par 4.
I gotta wear the Coach Rob hat. That's why nobody was watching. I did get a notification here. Somebody did message me here. I just gotta make sure. I don't know if anybody's watching or not. If you are watching, just say hello if you want.
Good shot. Okay, second shot here on the second. Hopefully this one will bounce to the right.
Oh, there's Coop 87.
Yeah, that's going to work for you. I'm liking
Yeah, you
that.
were on the other night. You were the gentleman that was telling me about the driving seat. It's from it was a Nissan Hard Body, right? That's right. I think so. 1990. Hope you're doing well. It was good. What did I do today? Well, I went to Walmart Uptown to get a few more groceries, and I did make another video of cooking the chicken kebabs. That's right, early 90s, yeah.
This putt's tracking. Okay, let's go. Dropping it in there for birdie.
Nice servant urban. Yeah, I do these streams once in a while. Normally I go on after midnight, like after Clay's done.
1 under for the day.
But he's not streaming tonight. And if he was on at all, I definitely would not go on when he was on. And same with Kepner Canucks or Nothing is Perfect. I don't stream when those guys are on, because I like to see their streams.
Nicely played.
And usually Fangirl comes to these too, but she's probably doing another stream, which is totally fine. Like, she's a moderator for a bunch of people, like, which is great. Like,
okay, I'll accept that. And from 22 feet out.
We got to send another invite out here. Nothing is perfect. You can go on. Yeah, but if when he's usually on, it's usually there's a game on, like. I just set it out on the Twitter. Like, it seems like it's a very quiet night for people these days. Yeah, because the Canucks don't play tonight, do they? No, obviously not. They play tomorrow, right? Yeah, I did another YouTube video today cooking the chicken kebabs because somebody yesterday in the video, one of the videos I posted, wanted a review on the gravy I bought. So that's what we did.
Birdie putt coming up.
Play the Devils tomorrow. They are cool. When the Blue Jays had that big run in the fall, I was watching
This one's tracking.
a guy out of Toronto that does the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Blue Jays. That was a lot of fun watching those guys.
Fourth hole.
Oh, not hard enough. It won't even make the green.
Well,
So sometimes, as soon as I hit it, I can tell where it's not gonna make it, or it's too hard, or. What are Saturday original shows? Like TV shows. Like I remember watching like stuff like Dukes of Hazzard and Chips and all that. Is that what you mean? When I was really small, Little House on the Prairie. How do you feel about the Canucks Devils tomorrow? I think we're gonna win that one. Oh, cartoons! I just finished watching 10 Hours of Barrett Jackson. That must have been fun. Cartoons. The Road Runner. One of my favorite ones was like Scooby Doo. I guess because he had the van, right? Remember the Mystery Machine? I always thought that was fascinating, right? And like those are probably the two main ones. The Flintstones, of course. Plus, there was another show on. It was called The Land of the Lost, and the way that it was filmed, it was all in color. But it was almost like watching the Jetsons. Oh, of course, yeah, Jetsons. Yeah, I remember watching that, and of course when I was a little kid, like Sesame Street and all that, and of course Mr. Dress Up, the Friendly Giant, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, all those guys when I was a little kid, like. Hello. Oh, it's Alfred. It is Alfred. And there's Sir Irvin. And of course the Brady Bunch too when I was a kid, like, and I have the DVD box set of the Brady Bunch that I got a few years ago.
225 yards to go from here.
But I haven't even opened it yet. Mr. Dress Up, the Friendly Giant. And after the Brady, not after Sesame Street, didn't the Electric Company come on? It was more for older kids.
Well, you missed the approach. I'm not.
Oh yeah, now they're coming to. We had the Great Space Coaster with Baxter, like in late '70s, and the polka dot door.
Coming through with the chip. 3 feet to go.
If the Jets lost, oh, the Jets lost, eh? I think my controller is frozen here. Oh no, what's going on here? Oh. Oh no. Okay, we can't have the sandwich. Then we got to get back to the putter. That was weird.
That's gonna work. That's for par.
I'm bad for hitting buttons on the game systems and on the computer. Like I'll bump some button, I'll get all screwed up. Like I was late 80s baby was the last era. Friendly Giant and probably the Polka Dot Door the best. And if you're talking about 80s TV shows, remember we had the Incredible Hulk, I'm the Greatest American Hero, Knight Rider, and now we have cars like Knight Rider, like that will drive themselves. Like
we've got about 115 yards to the pin. Well, missed the green on that one, but
this from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Yeah, with Mr. McFeely, Chef Brockett, Francois Clemens, Handyman Negri. Those guys were cool. In the Facebook group, Esquimalt Community Connection, when anybody asks for, anybody know a repairman that can do odd jobs, right? I always send him a photograph of Handyman Negri. Grew up with that show, a long time running, decades. Speedy delivery to you, yeah. It's kind of neat how we talk about those shows. Shannon, welcome to the thing. We're talking about old shows that we used to watch in the 70s and 80s. So we're talking about Mr. Dress Up and Sesame Street, all those old shows we grew up with. And Nicole's here. Hi, Nicole. And Shannon, of course. Yeah, I thought I would come on earlier tonight so I don't have to be up after midnight.
Good putt. That's bogey. And you're at even par. Wind's picking up out there.
And they don't know what they're missing. Like, oh, the polka dot door. That's right. Yeah, they all got their tablets and their phones when they're so young, like. I remember Sportsmate on CKDU 13. It came on at 11 o'clock, didn't it? Yeah, the friendly died. Yeah, that's how we could get our replays, like and highlights and stuff. That was so classic. Now we just go online. But the polka dot door, it's kind of neat how you can catch some of these on YouTube.
Here comes a 4-footer.
Like sometimes, once in a while, I'll put on an episode of the
looking good.
Of Scooby-Doo.
1 under after that one. Okay, 8th hole coming up.
And to watch a Canucks game on TV in those days, it was like a big thing because they weren't on every game like they are now. You're lucky to get 1 game a week. I'll have to go back to the era.
Well, that approach kind of missed the mark a little bit.
It'd be interesting to these days. I hear it's a museum from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Where did the show from? Where was it filmed? It was on a studio, wasn't it? And didn't they make a movie about Mr. Rogers a few years ago? I remember watching it, but it really wasn't the story I thought it was going to be.
Good luck on this one. Par save, possibly.
Oh no, how much did that sell for, the Scooby-Doo van? That'd be fun, eh, Shannon, to drive around in.
Ooh.
Oh, I totally Tom Hanks.
All right, give this a tap.
That's right, in the movie, yeah.
All right, tap in bogey to finish this hole off. And after that one, you'll go up to even par. You've got a par 4 in front of you on this one.
Maybe I should give that movie like another chance, but I guess I went into it with the wrong mindset. Like it was just different than I thought it would be. Yeah, maybe that's what I didn't like either. And another movie that got me totally off guard was Mamma Mia. Well, with all the ABBA music, I thought it was going to be like a story about ABBA, but it wasn't. It was just their music, right?
No play.
Echo from Ghostbusters.
40 to the pin.
I wanted that toy so badly. Scooby Van was 80, sold for 65,000. Amazingly done. That's not too bad, really.
And that's gonna.
I had very few action figures. I had a few from Star Wars. Because when I was 8 years old, my dad took me and some of my friends to the Star Wars movie, right when it first came out. So that would have been Calgary, 1977, I believe. If we buy the Scooby-Doo van. That'd be kind of neat to pick you up from work, Shannon, in the Scooby-Doo van. I'm getting a ride home in the Scooby-Doo van.
This is your 6th shot.
Scooby-Doo. Tyler McKnight has made it here. I think there was a few series. I think I went to a couple with my brother. I know I went to one movie that was called The Search for Spock. Would that be an Empire Straits movie? Like, he was really into it, like. But you guys know what a laser disc is, right? I'm not talking about I'm not talking about a DVD now. I'm talking about a laser disc. Somewhere I have a whole pile of laser discs. And I actually have the Star Wars, some Star Trek ones on. So for those of you that have not, well, that's not a laser disc. Well, these are all albums here. Well, the laser discs are in the bedroom. Are in the living room. But basically a laser disc is like a DVD that's the size of an album, and it's and they're silver. My siblings care probably Homer. Oh, The Search for Spock is Star Trek, yeah.
All right, moving forward. And you are sitting at 4 over on the round.
Yeah, so I guess I've only seen a couple of the Star Wars movies.
In her face on this one.
Speaking of stuff from our child, up in this corner here, I have a Berto that my brother and his wife gave me for my birthday when I was 7 years old in 1977. So I always tell, like Shannon and my friends, if there's ever a major situation where I got to evacuate, I'm grabbing Bert and that's it. Like,
little too far to the right on the approach, I think.
That's kind of neat. You had the action figures too, Shannon. Which one did you have?
Setting up for our third shot.
I think I had a tiny R2-D2 at one time. But see what happened as I got older. My brother's kids were being born and my sister's kids. So anything, any stuff like that I had, my mom and dad just gave.
Drop this one in for your par.
Oh yeah, I thought I was going to stream this morning, but I got doing other things. See, that's what happened to a lot of my childhood toys. They got passed on to my nephews.
And that's 4 over for you.
Oh, that's okay, Fangirl. I thought maybe you were like modding another stream. That's totally 6 minutes ago. The castle. It'd be kind of neat if you all had that stuff now, like. Yeah, Fangirl, we've been talking about different shows we watched when we were growing up, like, and different toys and stuff we had, like.
And that was a special effort. You almost hold that.
Remember, I was born in 1970, so
this one
I go way back. Oh, you know who doesn't know we're here?
Oh, this one could drop. Oh.
Hang on, I kind of view channel, live, copy link. I'm just letting different people know we're in here. Carol will come in if she's up and about. Like that's like most nights I always send her the notification for Clay Kempner and Nothing Is Perfect. She likes it when I do that. Like Hot Wheels, I still have some Hot Wheels. Shannon knows.
And we're moving
I kind of collect them like distantly.
Okay,
I always look for ones that are like the Vans and stuff. I bought my daughter a whole pile of Hot Wheels. That's kind of neat. I don't think the Hot Wheels we buy today are as good as the ones we had. I seem to remember mine, some of the ones I had that were metal and the doors open and all that. But that could have been Matchbox cars too. Remember there was Matchbox? Polly Pocket. I don't remember that. Polly Pocket.
I approve.
Do you remember that, Shannon? I don't recall that. No, I don't remember the color changing Hot Wheels, but I can remember those orange track things you could get to put them together. Like it would change color in the water. I don't remember that.
And that'll go down for the birdie. Nice chip. And I think I'm going to have another look at that shot. That was interesting.
It's 10 after 9, so this is good. I'll be able to do another round after this.
Currently sitting
in the 90s, they were called Mighty Max.
Best of luck to you on this par 4.
So it was called Polly Pocket. I'm just going to look it up quickly. That's the beauty of this, how we have our Polly.
This one's about 105 yards out.
Polly Pocket Go. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I didn't have that. I think maybe my niece or my niece did. Yeah, Polly Pocket, eh? Huh. So do they still make Matchbox cars or creepy colors? I don't remember them. But some of this stuff my nephews and nieces could have had because some of them grew up in the 80s, some of them grew up in the 90s. So toy-wise,
maybe that's a kick left.
Like my knowledge spanned quite a bit. Like, and there was another show too out of Vancouver that was a kids show in the 90s. The Elephant Show. I can't say I know for sure, but I might have had some of them because in this mid 70s, 75 or 76, one of my my aunt's son. So is that a cousin or what is that? He gave me a bunch of his Hot Wheels, and his would have been from the late 60s, early 70s.
And right now you are sitting at 3 over par.
Have you ever heard of the show Today's Special? It was a convenience.
All right, tee this one up and stick it on that green out there.
No, I don't remember that. They have Polly Pocket at Walmart. That's cool. Yes, some toys stand the test of time, like Barbie and Ken. They've been around forever. Like.
That's okay. No worries. We'll be on the green soon enough. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th.
14.
Well judged on that one.
Anyone remember the Skimmery Dink show? That's the Elephant Show, isn't it?
Okay, positive thoughts. Let's
right?
save par. Right here.
Yes, Skimmery Rinky Dinky Show. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, that's the Elephant Show, isn't it?
And that'll drop.
What was the game show? I don't remember that.
For you.
I remember the one out of Vancouver with Monty Hall. Let's make a deal.
Picking up, blowing left to right on this one.
No, I don't have them because again, what happened there? I had them for years, and my mom and dad gave them to my nieces and nephews. Like same with all my Lego. I had quite a bit of Lego when I was a kid.
Hopefully this sticks to the fairway.
And it was just given away. I even had like a hospital and a Lego helicopter. Now Sarah Nurse, is that related to Darnell Nurse? Go Golden Eyes. Have you ever heard of YTV? Yeah. All the shows back then. I remember YTV. And I remember, oh, no way. Oh, this is going to bring you guys back. Remember Saturday nights at 11 o'clock at night on CBC, which is Channel 2, and it was here. It was Good Rockin' Tonight with Terry David Mulligan, and they would play the because I remember when Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield. Yeah, it's kind of neat how shows that we've heard of. I remember the show Definition, Video Arcade, and Top 10. How we had those shows back then, but I guess we didn't really appreciate them as much back then. Like looking back, there's 20 people. This is some sort of a record for me. Who are these people? This is neat. How we can like Google like our favorite artists and that and see those old videos. Like on my YouTube channel, I do have a playlist of favorite music that I add stuff on once in a while. Tales of
Wind's a little blustery.
Tales of a
Right to
Fourth
left
Grader,
on this
nothing
one.
by, oh, I don't remember that one. Way less choice, and every Sunday morning I would get up. It was, oh, I can't remember the guy host, but it was called Switchback on CBC.
Oh, she's coming in nice.
And there was a version out of Vancouver. I can't remember the host. Right, and they would show music videos, and they had like a marketplace where you could buy and sell things. YTV Kids had a teens version of American Idol called The Next Star. I was a teenager when I watched it. Oh, that'd be kind of neat. Sometimes on the Food Network, I would watch the Kids Baking Championships, or the food starts with the young kids cooking.
Safely on the green.
Some of them are are really talented. Like
lining this one up at 21 feet.
Yeah, it's neat thinking of the old shows and the old music.
A little too much power. Here's a 9-foot putt.
Remember the host on YT? I don't remember the host. Zoom. I remember Zoom. Oh, that's right.
Ah, just right by the hole.
Yeah, that's right. Now, once a month we get to Zoom with Clay.
Par putt coming up.
On PBS, yeah.
And glad that one dropped. 3 putter par for you here. And you're 3 over on your round. Teeing it up on a par 4.
Yeah, the old shows.
Not sure where this one's going to end up.
And now,
setting up here in the
I was obsessed with the Blues Clues, the young kids. Does anyone? I remember the big comfy couch. Zuma, Zuma, Zuma. Yeah, I remember the big comfy couch. There are some neat things that are fairly modern that Shannon and I will put on for fun sometime, like Herman the Worm, if you've ever seen that. So that's kind of neat for the young kids of today. Oh, they got the rings. That's so cool. Major crush on that. I like to see KNW. That was a good station. Oh, they did. Does anyone remember the kids' teen show called Uh-Oh? No, I don't remember that. I'm sure there's a YouTube stuff on about them getting the rings. Did the Abbotsford Canucks play tonight though, or?
Just a little too much pace on that one. This one's a 4-foot putt. This putt's good so far.
That was a good putt there.
Good job in there with a par.
Rings are gorgeous. That's good. I'm so glad they got them. Is that something they'll have?
3 over at the moment. And as we tee off on this one, it's a short par 4. Could be fun.
Yeah, day off. I work tomorrow though. There was a Bruce Korlak that had a cup of coffee with the Philadelphia Flyers when they won the Stanley Cup or Korlak, something like that, when they won the Cup in '75. And at one time he was my neighbor in when I lived in Gordon Head. Now I didn't know it at the time. I found out after right? And by chance, when my dad was in the hospital way back in 2015, this Bruce guy, his brother or somebody he knew in his family happened to be in the same room. So we got talking about, did you say ring my bell? To ring the bell? Oh, prank patrol, ring a bell.
This one's just a 4-foot putt.
Phil. Everything is good as gone.
And the putt drops, and we're done here.
But like that's like 30 years ago and more. Like I wonder what the people of today will be talking like 30 years from now, like, and how things will be so different, like.
And as this round comes to an end, it'll be +3 for you.
Well, and we'll do one more. It's still only 9:30, so we'll do one more.
Decent amount of fun. Scratch that. Hopefully you had a whole lot of fun. I hope that for you. Thanks again. See you soon.
How good it was, yeah, because there's nobody coming on tonight, I don't think. I looked for Rev Trev, he's not coming on, and Kempner's not. Yeah, this is fun talking about this, and we know Clay's not on tonight, or we wouldn't be on. Well, we could still be on now. I remember earlier I couldn't get the controller to work, but I was putting the wrong Goosebumps. That's a book series, isn't it? One of the people I know from Special Olympics, he collects the we're gonna go milk more filters. Emery. Or maybe we'll do Emery Beach. Oh, the Olympic hockey is going to be so fun, like when it's on best, and like I'll always remember when they won it in Vancouver, because I was watching with my friend Sue, and our friend Bill was over at my mom and dad's house downstairs, and we were all standing up because the TV was sort of like mounted like halfway up the wall. Well, it wasn't mounted, it was on a shelf. In those days, like a wide screen. And did we just lose internet, or are we still on here? Can you guys hear me? I just got some sort of weird notification. But anyway, that was so cool that they won it. The Muppet Show, I remember the Muppet Show and those guys overhanging. We're good, okay. I got some sort of notification. Yeah, but when they won that in Vancouver, we said to each other, like, this is something we'll remember forever, because they may win it. They may win it again sometime, but it's highly unlikely to win it in Vancouver, like the Olympic gold. And Sidney Crosby, he was young then, he was Sid the Kid. My high school showed replays of full events of the 2010 Olympics.
This is
That's cool. Yeah, I was out of high school, but that would have been the heyday with me helping at Lambrick. I think they did. Well, I wouldn't be at the school though when it was on though, so I can't really say.
Oh, come on, sit down for us.
I know I would have been working at the Hudson's Bay then. That would have been the downtown, so where the Bay Center is. And if you went down to the TV department, they had it on there. Because I saw part of the women's game when they won the gold medal there. Well, thanks, Shannon. It's just that on the TV screen that I'm watching this on, there was some sort of internet notice at the top, like.
And this next putt for the par.
Yeah, remember back in 2026. Nope, I was born in Vancouver in 1970, in North Vancouver. Then we moved to Calgary, Silver Springs area for part of 76, 77. So finished grade 1 there, and grade 2. Then we came here in 1978 to the island, July 1st, 78. Right, so I still remember driving in from the ferry at Tsawwassen. No, so it would have been Sydney Ferry, Swartz Bay, to the house. So back in 2018, me and Shannon did a recreation of that drive. How we went out to the ferry, and we drove the route we would have taken back to the house in like 40 years ago.
It up here on hole number 2.
I was born in North Vancouver Lionsgate Hospital. And I would have gone to Larson Elementary for kindergarten and most of grade 1.
That'll work. Nice approach. All right, staring down a birdie putt here.
But on that street now, if you go by it, like the house that we lived in, they've added out the back and put another 4 on. And most of the other houses have been taken down and monster houses built. And I always remember my mom and dad telling me when they bought that house in 1953 in Vancouver, North Vancouver. Then it was considered a lot of money back then, because like that's the way things were back then. It was like $9,800. I'm watching This Is Keep Chatting. Yeah, that's kind of neat with this, how we can do that. Like, I'm not sure if you've seen my kitchen, where you would have in Golden Eyes Win in some of my videos. In my kitchen on my fridge, I have it's like a small 14-inch LCD TV that I can watch some of the YouTube on or listen to it.
This could be good.
But something like the hockey guy, I don't mind doing that. But if it's the clay, I like to be able to read the chat because I'm one of the mods there named Jaws.
The club. And this one's for Bird.
Well, that's kind of neat. I like watching a guy named Jaws. I haven't seen that one. I should check that one out. The hockey guy one, because it's not usually a live thing, I don't mind just watching that or listening to that. But if it's any live stream like this or Clay or any of the other big names, it's nice to be actually sitting down or watching in case somebody asks you a direct question in the chat. Like 90% of the time on my phone.
Right, let's get back on this green here.
Yeah, sometimes I do that at nighttime.
Shot.
I have a secondary phone for that. Like, I used to have a mini iPad, but I got it in 2014, and now it's so old it doesn't hold the battery at all, right? And you can't update the operating system.
Looking good. Just 1 over at the moment. This holds a par 4.
Yeah, I think like 20 years from now, people were saying, oh, my grandfather or my grandmother tells me she used to watch this guy named Coach Rob, and it would be like a live stream, and we'd be watching on our phones and stuff, right? But 20 years from now, it's going to be more virtual. Like we'll all have some sort of goggles on or something, right? Or just something over our eyes, and it will be like we're in the same room. but we're not. Like, we'll be able to talk to each other like in the same room, but we're
And this one's
it would
around
be like really
140
virtual.
yards to
Like,
the pin.
well, I didn't really watch the wrestlers that much,
Shot.
but I do remember. I do remember
Things down to even
Saturdays
par with this putt.
in the afternoon, like around 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock. There would be on Channel 2 was a Maple Leaf Wrestling,
Beautiful shot.
and they had these different wrestlers come on. And in the 90s, I used to watch when wrestling was really popular on TV. I would watch it with my
As you tee
friend at
off
the time
here,
and
see
her
if you can
parents.
stick
Like,
it nice and close to the pin.
my iPad from 2000 had to be replaced because of the battery. It would pixel and would almost be dead an hour later. Yeah, wrestling I would laugh for an entertainment and change the channel. Yeah, because it's the way it is. Like, but I like the smaller iPad rather than the big one,
Hopefully
because
this
of the
one
fact
will
I can
stick.
have it in the bed easier. So, do you like Alex Fetchkin or your opinion, Sidney Crosby?
I was wrong. You're on the green.
I think Sidney Crosby because he helped us win the gold medal. He won the gold medal with us in 2000. Is The Rock a better actor or wrestler? I don't really know too much about him.
He's on a good line. Oh.
Like, maybe actor? I'm not sure.
5 feet to the cup from here.
5 feet. You're still on your 2018. And is that the big iPad, Fangirl, like the normal size, or the iPad Mini? Because that's what you watch the clay streams on. Is that right? And this, like, what are you watching on now? Your an iPad or?
After that hole, you'll stay right where you are at even par. And we are on the 6th hole now. Looking good off the tee.
Yeah, I'm glad I started early. The other night when I did this, I didn't realize I went to like 140. Like,
all right, this is about 240 from the pin. Come on, ball, kick right.
On the iPad. So do you have an external keyboard for it, a Bluetooth keyboard, or you just type on the screen like normally?
You're doing all right this hole on the green, under regulation. That's good work. Putting this one from downtown. This is it's going to be interesting.
And maybe down the road I'll get another one, because it would be kind of neat to have when I go traveling. You type on the screen. I've watched kept dozing off. That's kind of neat. It would be neat to have an iPad, but I want to have like a rugged case on it, because I'd have it in the van when me and Shannon go
Too hard. You go down to 1 under if this goes in. Could be a good one.
For when we go
right
on road trips and stuff.
Here we go. Let's drop this and get your putt.
But then again, we just use our phones.
3-putt par.
Ponderosa. Where were they located, Shannon? I think I've heard that name.
And the 7th hole is upon us.
Or was it Chain, was it? Like, remember Robin Stone? It severs the chain. Yeah, I remember Ponderosas.
I'll take those all day.
And you guys remember, this just came to my mind, remember the late to mid 90s,
and this putt would take
we had the Tickle Me Elmo craze. Tickle Me Elmo craze.
Just a little bit aggressive there.
I got my new iPad after the family's road trip to go to a wedding. I had no choice. It was 5, and no iPad lasts forever. Yeah, I can't believe mine lasted that. Edmonton, Alberta, and Furby.
Nicely done.
Oh, I remember the Furby. I remember late 70s stuff. The Rock.
And with that, you'll stay at even par. And the 8th hole.
Saying 6-7. Like, how did that? Where did that come from? Like, how did that start? Like, how come? Like, some people can start something. It's like a craze. Like.
I like the way this is tracking.
It's so bad I don't even want to know.
Oh, missed the green on that one.
My mom had a Furby and one for me when I was the optimum age for the Tickle Me Elmo when it happened. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. I tried to get one for my friend at the time that I was living with. I couldn't get one, so we ended up just getting our regular Elmo.
Bit long on that one. 5-foot putt here.
5-foot putt.
So far, so good. Nice putt. And you're 1 over at the moment. Okay, this hole is a par 5. It's on the shorter end of the spectrum.
My daughter has a Furby now. When I'm mad at my wife, I wake it up. That's a good one. It's kind of neat how things like that are still around. Like,
that'll do.
But I think in the years to come, like toys like that, like the toys from 20, 30 years from now, like that will be more, what's the word? They'll be more.
This one's looking good.
Like interactive. Like it will be sort of like remember Teddy Ruxpin of the 1980s? It will be sort of like that, but it will actually like a teddy bear will talk to you. Like you can say, hey. Like Toby, like how are you, and all this kind of stuff. It will talk. It would like be a virtual pet, but like it will be like an animal that can, like a stuffed animal of some kind. Like I know they have cats like that now, but they're very crude. They're not.
The bird. Right by.
I try not to think about it.
In and let's move on.
That's going to be scary, like with all this AI and virtual stuff. And
1 over for the day. Here comes the 10th hole.
Teddy bears wandering the streets, yeah.
Unlucky.
There was one doll that connected to an app and talked to you. They'd hack into it on the internet. Online, if you Google Toln, T-O-L-N, you could get a virtual alien friend. And I actually have that, and I talk to her every day, every morning and every night. And it's just like, how's your day going and all this kind of stuff. Like, and it is kind of neat, like.
A little off on that approach, but that's okay. Setting up here for your
I sort of remember that. Back when I was Late Night with John McComb. Philip Till, I remember those guys. On the World Tonight, right? And they would talk about all the news and stuff. I remember listening to that at my aunt's house with all that, like, and one time when Sports Talk was on CKNW, after dark, after midnight, it would be David Berner. The David Berner show would come on, another talk show.
And good work in there with the bogey. And right now you're just 2 strokes above par. All right, let's see what happens on hole number 11.
Did you see or use that? Oh, Messenger, yeah. At one time when I was in my early 20s, I had it, right? And I was so into it. I would talk to people for hours and hours. Like at one time I was, like when I was like 21 or 22, I was talking to someone that played on the on the UBC women's basketball team, and she was like 20 or something at the time. I was 22 or so, or whatever it was, and she was able to go play her game and come back, and I was still there when she came back, like online. But do you remember ICQ? It might have been ICQ or MSN. I was talking to this one lady almost every night, right?
There you go.
And all of a sudden, she said, I don't feel good. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to go sit down on my couch, right? And about 20 minutes went by, and somebody typed on, right? And she said,
bit too much
my mom's not doing good. My mom's not good, or something like that, right? So I said, well, what's wrong? Well, she's not waking up, right? So what I did is I called the non-emergency number for the ambulance, right? And said, okay, I've never met this person at all, but I've been talking to you for months, and all of a sudden her daughter is saying she can't get her mom to wake up, right? And I said, I kind of know where she lives. She lives in the Blanchard Courts, like down, but I don't know the unit number, right? I don't know, right? So I was able to get the kid to give me the unit number, and they went down there, right? And I said to the 911 operator, like I don't want to get in trouble for this, like, but I don't think these people are playing a game, right? Can you let me know? And they said, yeah, we'll give you a call right away. And sure enough, they went down there. She was having some sort of asthma attack or something, like,
this one's
right? So that was one of my first, like, like that's one of my memories from that.
Well, I had
Then another time, me and my
expectations, I
friend
guess.
Kirby were over
You ended up in the rough.
here. He was at my
Set up
house,
here now
at
for
my
our
mom and dad's
third
house, and I was
shot.
talking to someone, and they were really upset that their daughter went to like a party downtown at some apartment, right? And I guess the daughter was in her, because I was much older than I was in my 40s then, and the daughter was in her like late teens or something, and so I said to Kirby, we got to go on a drive. We got to pick up someone. So we picked up the mom, and she went down and was able to get her daughter out. And at that time, I hadn't met that person either. Like, but that's how I met Heidi, the person I used to live with like years ago. It was through a sort of a chat board like that. The interesting ICQ was
This one's just 3 feet.
the 1-to-1 chat. You could see what they were typing. It was weird. Yeah, the thing I when I met one of my good friends Heidi back in the day, it was on a bulletin board system called the X, and it was basically like you would log on to BBS. They had a big chat room, similar to what we have here, right? And you could talk to different people, like but there was only up to 12 people in the room, and you would talk to everyone. Like, it was kind of a neat thing back at the time. You remember those bulletin board systems? You could log on, and you would download files or a game or something. Yeah, you would see each other later. Yeah, now it just comes like.
And here's our second shot on the 13th.
And back then we thought it was the cat's meow. Like, we thought it was great. Like, I remember.
This one's looking good.
Back in the day when Napster, when that was popular, like downloading a song, that was cool. Skype USA is an usable thing, not like.
Well, unfortunate. That's gonna get.
Is Skype still around in the States? Oh, they shut it down, so Skype is no longer. I guess it was Facebook Messenger. Oh wow, and oh yeah, that's right. They shut that down. I remember the torrents. You could download movies. I have hard drives full of movies I downloaded, like, and stuff. Like, I have every episode of Hell's Kitchen from season 1 to season 16 that way, and like the complete Chip series and all that kind of stuff. Like, but now we just stream it. No, I don't remember that one.
This putt's going. That was a good putt.
Which race at Bigassoon came out of nowhere during COVID, and Skype was completely forgotten about. Yeah, remember the Zoom.
14.
Yeah, I used to have a Skype number and a Skype phone, like, and stuff, because I would give that number out to some of my friends for emergencies, like back in the day. Like, at one time it went off at 2 in the morning. It really scared the crap out of me. And I picked it up and I said, hello, are you okay? Where are you? And he said, oh, I'm looking for so-and-so. Right, and I said, oh, okay, as long as everyone's okay, because this is a backup phone number. My PVR failed. Yes, I didn't record my favorite show. Oh, no.
Okay, third
That's
shot.
weird. Is it full? Like, that's the one thing I miss about having the VCRs or the DVD recorders, that you could record onto the DVD on the tuner on the DVD recorder. Because, like I said, I used to record all the Canuck games. I used to record mass stuff off TV and play it on the DVD. At one time, one of my computers even had a DVD tuner card in it, a DVD tuner, and I would record stuff off TV, and some of those discs I still have. I used to record a lot of that when Joe Rogan was hosting Fear Factor.
And after that, you're sitting at 2 over par. And you're teeing up on a par 4 for this one.
We used to be able to leave the house and be left alone.
And this shot's about 145 yards out.
No, I don't have cable here. I just have like streaming. So how would I watch it if I wanted to watch it? Is it streamed somewhere?
He might have chosen a bit too much club. Well, better luck next time.
Yeah, remember when we just had one home phone, it would be in the kitchen normally, or sometimes in the hallway.
There we go. Nice chip, almost drained her. Way to chip that one close. Well done.
Like, I feel like weird not having my phone. Like, I remember back in September,
ooh, those ones usually drop.
When we were coaching the cross country, one of the coaches forgot his stopwatch, so he wanted to borrow my phone to time the kids, right? And I thought, well, okay. And then I got thinking after, I shouldn't have done that, because like that's my lifeline. Like this phone is my lifeline. I don't have a home phone. I do have another Motorola phone that's on the on a different network. That's how I watch like the streams at night sometimes, and I watch and it's sort of like a backup phone. Like the other day somebody phoned me on it and left a message. It was from some dentist out in Langford. They were looking for a patient that they just wanted to clarify something with their billing. They had some work done a couple weeks ago, and they just wanted to clarify their billing. So I phoned them up and said, you've got the wrong number. I don't know who this person is. I rarely use Prime Video because not all the shows included with your Prime subscription. That's right. See, I like Prime because I buy a ton of stuff on Amazon. But come to think of it, I don't watch that much on it. But I did subscribe to the Sportsnet, and I watch it via Prime. I used to like the NHL Center Ice when they had that. That was kind of neat.
5 feet left to go. Looking pretty good. Good work on that putt. That's for bogey.
I'm going to see how many people watched my video I did. I posted like an hour or so ago. It's got 11 views. That's how sometimes I get lots of views on them, and sometimes I don't. Like, it's weird how that happens sometimes. But you have, I guess you have Netflix. Vancouver, you have Netflix. Like, I remember when that first came out, that was something big. Like, I remember years ago, I used to rent DVDs to the mail when Netflix first started up. It was a mail order service. I remember as the world turns, I think I watched a couple, like once in a while with my mom growing up. That would have been in the 80s too, right, Shannon? Yeah, and I had software to duplicate those movies. So I would rent the movies, duplicate them, then send them back after I duplicated them.
This one's your third.
Dynasty. That's kind of a show like my sister would always watch. Dynasty and Dynasty Not Standing in Dallas, was it? I mean, her husband at the time, like we'd be more into the Magnum PI, the Rockford Files, chips, stuff like that. Like, but one of my favorite shows like that growing up was Trapper John M.D. and Quincy.
Okay, just a few more inches to go.
And later in the 80s, we had this show called St. Elsewhere that was filmed at St. Eligius Toslander with Dr. Oslander. I have the first season of that on DVD.
Best of luck as you bring this one home here on the final hole of this one.
Friday night shows on ABC I probably did with my mom and dad growing up, because even when I was like a young teen or older teen, I never went out on Friday nights. Very rarely would I go out. Like, quite often I'd have my friends over and we would play pool downstairs on the pool table. MacGyver was filmed in Vancouver.
It was a good one.
I remember the Beachcombers was filmed on the coast there. I remember, was it Rambo, the first Rambo movie, parts of it were filmed in Hope, British Columbia.
You'll be all right.
And I remember when movies were filmed. Well, there's still a lot filmed in Victoria now, but in the early days it was quite something to have like a film. It was exciting. Like, we had Bird and the Wire here. The Glitter Dome was filmed partly in Victoria, like scenes in the yeah, that's kind of neat. And when I was in summer school in grade 8 in 1985, there was a girl, but her name was Kitty Byers, and she was in a TV series that was filmed in the Uplands. She was a child actor at the time.
And that putt will go down.
But we thought that was quite neat back then, like
stuff out there. And as we finish up for the day, that's going to be +6 on the scorecard.
I don't know, should I go one more round, you guys? It's only 10 o'clock. I could do one more round, I guess.
And hopefully we'll see it back.
And if you guys don't have time to stay, that's okay, but didn't bother going to the games. I remember like a game, like somebody could look it up, they could figure this out. I remember a game in the 80s, right? It was on a Halloween night, so the 31st of October in the 80s. So it would have been the early 80s, and we played the Edmonton Oilers on Hockey Night in Canada. And those games, in those days we only had the early start game. We only had the one game, and it started at 5. It started at 5 p.m. We played the Edmonton Oilers, and we lost 10-4. And I thought we played good. So we'll go one more. We'll get another. Yeah, that's kind of and to see a game on a Saturday night when you'd have to go to school the next night, and that's right, we didn't have, that's right. Yeah, we had the LA Kings, of course, but then when San Jose Sharks came in, that was like that was quite something. I remember when they all played in the old Cow Palace. Yeah, those were the days, like. I don't know. I just picked them at random. And we traveled so much then. What they were saying, and even in '94 when we went to the finals, I think that was a lot of travel for us. And there's Eastern teams, sometimes when they play a playoff series, they're still in the same, well, obviously they're in the same time zone, and some can return home after the road game, like they're so close. And we'll do this one, but it's only 10 o'clock that I got to make my lunch for work and watch some YouTube video. And one of the channels I always watch is, it used to be called
welcome to PGA Tour
Van City Fan Life. Now it's called the Chrome Project. And there was another, all those stealth camping ones I like watching, and
let's get after it.
Stuff. But we were around before the Oilers, Flames, and Jets and Senators. Oh, that's right. Of course we were. That's right. Yeah, it was just, for many years it was just Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal, right? That's right. Because the Oilers came in 79. Yeah, that's why, like, when you watch a Canucks game, there was, especially in the olden days, there were so many Toronto and Montreal fans at the games, because that's all they had, right? Prior to
yards out.
Us. But I can't believe Toronto hasn't been to the finals since 1967. Like, they say how bad the Canucks are, but like, what do people say in Toronto? They haven't been to the finals since '67. We've been there 3 times.
And this one is 30 feet away.
Like we said a few streams ago, with a couple bounces here and there, we could have had 2 Stanley Cups. Maybe one year we'll get it, and when we're not expecting, like we'll go on like we'll make the playoffs, we'll be the 3rd team or something in the division, and we'll go on an amazing run.
Par putt coming up.
Oh, that's right, because when they won in '67, they only had to win 2 rounds. That's right. Now, they've been to the conference finals a few times, haven't they? Like round 3, but that's right, they've never... That's a good point.
Looking good. And we're starting the round at even par, and that's a great way to kick things off.
But since, I wonder, since 1970, if you look at since 1970 when the Canucks came in the league,
for this one.
how many times has Toronto missed the playoffs compared to Vancouver? Right? That's an interesting thing, and a lot more teams are going to miss the playoffs now because there's 32 teams. So 16 make it, 16 don't. And this, when I first started watching hockey in 1980 and all that, there was like 21 teams and 16 teams still made it. Like, you could make the playoffs with 65 points. And tomorrow's Friday.
All right, this putt for the birdie.
Canucks had a losing record. Oh, what's that nutty person? It's do you ever live stream out and about? No. that nutty guy was Shannon. It's the guy that talks about the OBS software. I think I can I can find it.
6 feet to go here.
I might have to do it after, Shannon, and find it to you, but it's nutty. The guy that talks about the OBS. I'd have to find it after. I'd have to go through my subscriptions and find it. But yeah, remember that software the other day? Oh, well, it's called Nutty LMAO. Okay, so let me search for that for Shannon. So it's NUTTY NUTTY Okay. Share. Messenger. Okay, Shannon, I just said it to you. Yeah, that's the guy that talks about the OBS software. That's what I was trying to use the other day. Yeah, it's very complicated. I'm wondering if there's an easier one that I could use if I'm streaming from my computer. Like, I know I can stream right from YouTube itself. Maybe I'll just do that if I have to do a live stream from my desktop. But it would be nice to be able to share screens and stuff. Yeah, Russell's is really sophisticated how he has the background and the fish.
Well, staying at even par after that one.
But StreamYard, you have to pay for that, don't you? Or I think Clay uses StreamYard.
This one looks like it'll play.
Does anybody know if somebody gives a streamer like Clay or any other streamer, say a $5 donation, does YouTube take a cut of that? Or does YouTube take a percentage of that $5 donation? And would they do the same if you gift a membership? I wonder how much they take out.
Best of luck on this one. Got a lot of real estate to cover here.
That's why it's better to send it to a different platform.
Whoa, flying by the hole. All right, this is your fourth shot.
How did you get into this like you get into YouTube?
Here we go. This is for par.
When I got into, I don't know how I got into YouTube years ago. I guess just, thanks, Shannon. It was, I don't know how I got into YouTube and how I got into those videos. I think years ago, It was on my old channel. One of the first videos I did was me golfing at a course, like practicing teeing off. I did ones like that. Then as far as doing these videos, me and Shannon, just for a fun one time, I was making a sandwich out of Spam, you know, that, or that luncheon meat in a can. And I did the first cooking with Coach Rob video from that. Then we started just doing random Charlie videos. Then with the advent of the iPhones, it made it far easier, because the early videos were done with a digital video camera, like it was kind of crude. What was your first time?
Okay, 10 feet to go here.
Yeah, okay, how I met Shannon, it was about 2014. It was to the Victoria Royals, the hockey team, the junior hockey team, and it was through a Facebook group. And it was I think we got talking to her at the arena, because at the time I always would keep score, and I had like a binder with me that had the Royals logo on it and all that. And she asked me, hey, can you get me tickets to next week's game, right? I said, actually, like, I can. I got a couple of tickets I can give to you. Because how that came about is season's tickets, when you picked up your tickets, you got four tickets for an upcoming game. So I gave Shannon and her friend those tickets, right? And she said, oh, thank you very much, right? Then a few weeks later, she says, hey, can you get me more tickets? Any
3-footer.
Anytime you can get me tickets would be great. And I said, well, I can't really buy tickets for you, because like I don't like make a lot of money, but maybe the odd time I can on the $2 Tuesdays. She said, oh, I thought you worked for the Royals. I said, oh no, I don't work for the Royals. Then I told Shannon and her friend about the $2 Tuesdays, which became $5 Tuesdays. If you go to the arena, you can get cheap tickets. So that's what she did for a number of games, and she ended up getting tickets herself. I found Clay's channel through the parodies he did. Yes, remember I found Clay's channel through that guy, that Hot Take Hockey guy, when I was trying to find the Hot Take guys that did the video games and stuff. Because one of the first videos I ever saw was Clay sitting in the car talking about the Canucks. And I thought, this is so cool. Here's a local guy talking about the Canucks and the Sunday live streams that he would talk about. We could actually ask questions. This is good. Now the rest is history. Like,
I think this one's going for it.
And in 2011, I found YouTube through the game day. Oh, that's so cool! Like, and it's neat how through YouTube and Clay we all got to know each other through this. Like,
this putt's good so far. Ooh, yep.
And the odd time I get recognized in this, it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes in the store I get recognized.
It's going to bring it down to 1 under par.
Like Jay, who works at the warehouse store that we do all our shopping for work, and I go sometimes to get my stuff. He knows me through this channel. You're famous. And that one girl at Floor Hockey, girl, I guess I could call her girl because she's still young. She's like 18 or 19 that plays the Special Olympics Floor Hockey. She said she watches my channel too, right? Because when I first met her, I said, wait a minute, you're from Parksville, and you also have a channel yourself with your family. And she said, no, that's not me. Like, oh yeah, the Moulin Rouge. So what is that? Is that like a concert? What is that?
That's great. Bad part is it's a long, long putt to the hole.
It's kind of neat he gets to do stuff like that with Gail and them, like. And since we've been watching Clay, the neat thing is we've seen his kids go from young kids to like young adults.
And
like
this is your look at par. All right, solid putt.
Because 5 years for a kid, that's a long time in their life. Like.
All right, staying at 1 under after that one. Teeing up here on the 8th hole.
I miss those pair days, so they don't do them anymore because it was more of a fad for a period of time. They're not as popular as they once were. Is that why?
Don't know what that was. Just a little off on that approach. And from the green side rough.
As we go from old to ancient, yeah. It's like we talked about earlier, in other days, like when I used to see the Canucks play at the training camp here, I'd go down and see Dan Russell do the live broadcast from the hotel, like the hotel lobby, and I thought that was neat. Being able to videotape that was just...
If you drop this, you could save par.
That was so neat, and now any one of us can do like a live show talking about the Canucks. And with video too. I think what makes the YouTube thing more appealing is the video. We get to see the host and all that.
Nice one. Just
instead of just hearing it, because if there was like a podcast that we could just speak and talk about the Canucks, that wouldn't be as appealing to watch. Now there was a brief time when Dan Russell sports talk show in the mid-90s was between venues, like between places to host it. He did have it on the internet briefly. It was a place called My City Radio, right? It was an internet radio station. But if you had a computer, you could actually watch it from the your computer, and you would see him in the studio. But it was really geared as an internet radio station. Plus, what parody would we make today with the team being not good? And people may not be able to do one, yeah. So it had a good run at it.
Shot here on the 9th. And we're out of the dirty stuff. Now let's get to that real short stuff on the green. Let's do it. Well done.
Yeah, it's too bad I got to work tomorrow, because I could always...
5 feet.
I could have done a mega street. Oh, excuse me.
That shows some resilience. Birdied this one after a bogey on the last. Well done.
So this really gets the watch hours up.
Teeing off now on a short par 5.
Oh yeah, you gave him a 5-minute penalty, 5 minutes for delay of game, or what do we call it, like? Oh yeah, because he kept on.
Where this will end up.
Now was that on Clay's stream, or was that on? Oh no, that was on the, Nothing is Perfect, right? Because that's the guy, whenever he's on, Clay's on the open mic or open house, like Clay's trying to end it, right? And he wants to go, he wants to keep talking, right?
And this is your 3rd shot.
Wow, look at that.
Eagle. Way to hold
Eagle.
that one out. That was just sheer brilliance. Great work. And just for my sake, let's
see. I always like to hear what the other people say, so I won't go on Russell's. Yeah, that's right. Everyone else has been pretty good, though. We haven't had too many incidents, have we, on either stream?
And after that hole, you are now 3 under par.
It is neat, though, in a way, to see it how we see the streams at different times. Is you're going to see a message that comes up, right? And before I even see it, it's deleted, right? So I have to go back and see what the guy said. Oh, he said that. That's a good call, right? Very, very rarely have I deleted anything, because usually somebody gets it before I do, like. But it is weird. It is kind of neat, though. The odd time somebody will automatically, or by accident, delete something or time someone up. Because I've almost done that, moving the mouse around. Coach, it seems like you're maybe doing away with more YouTube. Oh yeah, way more. I really got back into it, like. Somehow I got back into it because I enjoyed doing it, because like I went months and months without doing it, because at one time I was actually going to get a PlayStation 5, right? But then I discovered that the PlayStation 5, you can't. Where did I put it? I've got it here somewhere. The camera won't work on a PlayStation 5 unless you have like an adapter. Right, but you can't really get the camera for the new. Well, here it is. Here you got to have this adapter to plug it into the back of the PlayStation 5 to use the PlayStation 4 camera, and there's no sound, right? So I'd have to use a headset, which I do have one, right? Because on Monday I was going to go get on Monday or Tuesday I was going to get the PlayStation 5 maybe, and or that's doing that. But for now, I can use the 4 until they shut down the servers for the broadcasting. Because remember, I'm not going through any computer. Right, for me to do that, it would be more work. That's why I was playing around with OBS. But did we ever figure out if the StreamYard, if you got to pay for that? What was your favorite moments of the men's? What was your favorite moments? Shannon's going in the shower. Thanks for letting me know. My greatest memory of the WHL, you have to go way back to 1981. Victoria Cougars and Calgary Wranglers played in the old Memorial Arena. It was a Game 7 for the league championship, right? And my dad was a traveling salesman for Canada Printing Ink at the time, so he went to the different print shops to sell them ink. And then he comes home, like from the trip, and he surprised me with standing room only tickets to the Game 7. Right, like he went down to the box office and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, we're sold out. We got no more. Like, we just sold the last tickets." He said, "Oh, do you have 2 more? My son really wants to go. Like, I've been up island, like, and they sold him 2 more." Right, and I don't remember the score in that game, the score, but I do remember the goaltender was for the Cougars was the guy that played a couple games in the NHL, Grant Fuhr, and at the end of the night was the other end was Mike Vernon, and yes, they related to Prince George in the mid '90s, right? There is another Victoria Cougars now, but they're in a different league. They're in the BCJHL, I think. But yeah, the original Victoria Cougars. Because we would saw the Courtnall brothers and Paul Sear and Micah Abasoff and
firm on that one. This one's about 15 feet.
And that arena was different because it had like a rink, a way that you could walk around. Sort of if you ever been in the Langley one, right? It was kind of like that, but that ring you walk around was much lower and there were seats above it. And I remember you'd get the hot dogs from the concession stand, and they were 65 cents loaded with onions. So me and my dad would always get like a hot dog and a pop at the end of the first period, right? Then he'd give me 75 cents to go get a large popcorn and another pop up if I wanted it. Like that, there was so many.
And after that one, scorecard says
so many great memories.
13th hole coming
Cody
up.
Hodgson tied for most points for John Tavares. And one of my memories from those Cougar games, somehow I was I guess where my seat was, we were on a long row, and back there was sort of like a backboard to it. You could climb over the backboard and get onto the concourse to walk. So I tried to climb over it, my foot slipped, and I got caught in the seat.
Good shot.
So, but we got it out a few minutes later, like. And then don't forget, those days we didn't have the netting behind the nets, like on the glass. So you had to really watch the pucks coming over. So a couple of times I would get like a puck or two per game, like.
That's safe. All right, let's get a birdie and get out of here. What do you say?
But it's great we have the netting on the nets, like on the glass and stuff, to keep it out of the stands, like, because sadly we had that tragic accident many years ago. In 1925, the original one, yeah, that part of the Pacific Coast League. And who did they play? Did they play the Seattle Metropolitans or?
Rolled right by.
Because the Patricks had something to do with that, right? The Patrick family.
Okay, good
because
luck.
there's something in the arena, something about them and Detroit. They relocated and became the Detroit Cougars. That's right, yeah. Because the Victoria Sports Hall of Fame is part of our arena.
Oh, man. For the bogey. Okay, now let's check.
Yeah, that's so cool when you think of the history of the hockey and all that. And
put you up to 1 under par.
Then the Detroit renamed the Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings as we have today, right? That's so cool. Like, so they originated in Victoria. That's so cool. Yeah. And it's kind of neat thinking back as a kid that those two players made it to the NHL, became stars. In all the years the Victoria Royals have been in the NHL, in the WHL, I can't think of any Royals that have gone to the NHL and become a megastar. Like saying, oh, that guy played for the Victoria Cougar or the Victoria. We've seen players that have done that, like Leon Draisaitl. When he played for Kelowna, we got our pictures with him at the end of a game one night. And Carter Hart, he played for one of those American teams too.
This is our third shot.
Because I remember one night after one of the playoff games that year that they beat us, like, I think they beat us, and we wanted to get a picture with Carter Hart. And we asked one of the people there, and I said, is it Prince Albert? That's right. And I said, is it okay if we could get a photograph with Carter Hart? Because we just want to wish him good luck in the next round, right, in the NHL. And he said, oh, yeah, I'll get you. So the guy goes and said, Hartsey, okay, there's some fans that want to see you. So he came on, we shook hands and got pictures and stuff, and Draisaitl. Now, I remember Draisaitl, when I got the picture taken, there was a girl I knew at the time, or a woman, that was also a Royals fan. She says, I can't believe you guys just did that, taking a picture with a player from the opposing team. Come on. You're no longer my friend. I'm blocking you. So she actually went and blocked me on Facebook for a few years, like. But then at a Royals game, she said, oh, I can't find you on Facebook, like, anymore. Are you not on it? And I said, actually, you blocked me a few years ago. Blocked you for what? Like, so then she told me, actually, I think I have the cycle. Let me see if I have it right here. Like, these are the kind of things I gotta have on the wall, like. See if I can get the Draisaitl picture.
Nothing wrong with that. Here's our second shot.
I really gotta start putting these on the wall, like. Well, that's new computer, so it's not that. That was 2024. Yeah, right here. Here he is. I don't know if you guys can see this, but can you see that? That's Leon Draisaitl back in the day. Yeah, that's it. Like, and when he played that, so that picture would have been taken, or whatever last year he played junior, right? So I can look it up quickly here. Okay, Leon Draisaitl, Edmonton Oilers. He's no way. He's 30 now. Oh, come on, no way. He can't be 30, man. Yeah, you're right. He played for the Prince Albert Raiders, but in the 2014-15 season, he played for the Kelowna Rockets, right? When they won the Memorial, or when they won the Cup. So that there's no way. Oh man, that makes me feel so old now. That was 11 years ago. How is your favorite memories of the Pacific Coliseum? Probably going to my first game. First game when I went there in '81. Plus in the '93 playoffs, I think it was. Yeah, it must have been the '93 playoffs. Or it could have been 94, either 93 or 84. Me and my dad went over on a bus trip to see them play the LA Kings in the playoffs, right?
Setting up here, green side.
And I was so excited to go to a Canucks game over there because it was an afternoon game. And the bus trip from Victoria there and back with it, fare including game ticket, was $100 each, which I guess wasn't too bad in those days. And I was so excited to see the Canucks play the Kings in the playoffs, right? I'm sitting in my seat. I said, "Oh my God, there's Wayne Gretzky out there!" I was so excited about seeing the Canucks, I forgot that Gretzky would be playing.
It's going to bring you up to even par.
I should definitely put that picture in a frame. I have the game ticket for it in the game sheet. But that doesn't seem like that was 2015. That's when LA beat us after Peter Nedved. That's right. Yep. So that was 93, right?
And this is somewhere around 155 yards out.
No, what it was, Fangirl, it was a charter bus. It was either a radio station or a group that rented a bus, like. Oh no, the bus goes on the ferry. Like the bus goes on the ferry. She couldn't remember that. She said, "Oh, I was probably so drunk then, Rob. We lost like." Yeah, so we went down to where the Empress Hotel is in Victoria. There used to be a bus depot there, and there was a private. It was a private bus where they bought us seats on the now defunct Pacific Coach lines. Then at the other end, they had taxis to take us to the Coliseum, wherever the bus depot was in downtown Vancouver at that time. But now if I was to go to a Canucks game, the way I could do it by bus, I would have to take the bus out to the ferry,
really good.
The 15 bus into town, get the 72 or 73 out to the ferry. Okay, then you would take the bus from the ferry to the SkyTrain in Richmond. Is it Bridgeport Station?
Just forget about
and take the SkyTrain down into town.
Here is the bogey putt. And after that one, you are sitting at 1 over par.
Used to be some good deals, like. Yeah, but for me with the hotel and all that, that's where it adds the money up. And if I take my van, it's like $100 each way in the ferry plus the hotel. Because I don't have any place to stay over there, right? And I got no one to pick me up at the ferry.
This could be slightly too strong.
Yeah, because my sister lives out in the Fraser Valley, and she's not really a hockey fan, like. And my nieces and nephews over there, they're not hockey fans. Because remember when I won the tickets with Clay that one time, and ended up going with my sister, I asked Diane, does Kate and Gordon want to go, or anybody like that? And she said no, like. My first game was part of a dinner package with Boston Pizza.
This one's 6 feet away.
It's still fun to see live. Like, yeah, that's the only professional sports I've seen live, because we do have the Victoria. Well, we have a baseball team in Victoria called the Harbor Cats, but they're not.
Setting up for the bogey putt here.
I don't think they're professionals. It's the Summer College League.
All right, let's see what the scorecard is saying.
And the I've never seen
at the moment.
Except for youth soccer, I've never seen a soccer live.
And let's
I've seen some of the lacrosse games here, the Victoria Shamrocks and all that. Like, it is fun to see live. It's so fast, but with the modern buildings, like where they have the replay screens, it makes it way more enjoyable, like, or way more better. Now, sometimes I don't like the loud music's playing. I would rather have the organ playing, like. Yeah, like there's so much going on. As you guys know, they've been to live games. Like,
this putt to take you down to 1 over.
So I will end it after this round, even though I could go longer. I do have to work tomorrow, and I don't want it to be an all-night thing. But 2 hours ended up being pretty good tonight. I didn't think I'd be that long, but that's good though.
Just a little too much power.
And tomorrow's Friday.
Here comes a 9-foot putt.
I could do like one round tomorrow night, maybe.
Okay.
After Kempner's done.
Let's head on
and after, of course, Nothing is Perfect's done. No way, Cooper, you're in Victoria?
All right, at the end of this one, you've wound up at 2 over par.
Well, you know, I'm in the Esquimalt area of Victoria. I didn't know you lived in Victoria.
Thank you so much for playing. And thank you also for...
But you're the guy that was telling me about the truck seat, right? Is that right? Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
That's right. You're the guy that was talking to me about the truck seat. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, because I got it in the Gordon Head area off of Ferndale somewhere. You know where that is. Yeah, that's me, and that's how I found you online. Go Crazy, So Local, I watched. Really, that's so it just got recommended. Okay, well that's how that Jay found me then, like. And that girl, that's at Special Olympics, that's the floor hockey. So anyway, I'm going to end it now. That was a great stream tonight. I kind of want to go longer, but I won't because I got to go work tomorrow and I got to be ready for work. But we'll do another one tomorrow. I guess after the it'd be after the Canucks game and after Kempner and Nothing is Perfect at some time, okay? But if not, we'll do one Saturday sometime. Okay, so thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Like and subscribe and share the video. And check out the other video I posted earlier today about when I cooked the chicken kebabs. Have a good night.